Broadcasting from the McLaurin Carpet Studios on Central Avenue in downtown Laurel, Mississippi. This is Good Morning Pine Belt with Ben Winpickler on SuperTalk Laurel 99.3.
All right, good morning Pine Belt. We're back live on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Coming to you live, as we always do, from the McLaurin Carpet Studios right here in historic downtown Laurel. Got a great show ahead of you today. Got lots to talk about. Going to be talking from Farm Systems, Dr. Paul Felder with Aspire Dental. Believe the rain has stopped for the week, so finally drying out. If you're like me, you have not been able to cut the grass the last couple of weeks just because there's been so much rain. All right, yeah, before we come into our first segment, if you'll give me 1 second, we're going to be picking up here with Rocky over at K-Rock, so stay with me here 1 second. Let's see if I can't get Rocky on the line. Let's see. Nope, not there yet. 1 second. All right. While we try to get Rocky here on the line, want to mention just a couple of things. First of all, I know we have been talking about South Jones. They have they begin their, let's see, first pitch is, that was Monday. Let's see. We'll see if we can find the score to this. 1 second. Sorry, folks. This is live. Oh, it looks like we lost Rocky. That's all right. Sorry, live radio, and happens. We will get to Rocky next time. So, all right. Before we, though, get into what's going on the rest of the day, obviously I mentioned that South Jones played today. Yesterday, sorry, trying to find the score, but I want to mention real quick a story that came out of the leader call yesterday. A former Northeast Jones running back was shot and injured this past Sunday. He was shot and injured right here in Laurel. Amon Hardy was shot and injured on Sunday morning there's a bar right around club right around Masonite. It looks like he was injured right there, but it appears that he is in stable condition, so glad to see he is okay. They have some suspects in custody, in for questioning, so we will definitely keep you up to date on that as we go throughout the day. I'm trying to find the South Jones baseball score here, and I will get that to you in just a second. But while we do that, I want to mention that. Oh, excuse me. South plays tonight. So, first game tonight. Sorry, Bree's working for me. And Stringer won the first game last night against Taylorsville, game 1. And so keeping you up to date right there on the high school baseball. South Jones will play tonight. They will play Sumrall tonight there for the South State Championship for a chance to go to Pearl. All right, let's update you on some college baseball. I know that there's lots of talks of possible regionals here in the state of Mississippi. There is a chance at 2. I believe the chance at Ole Miss hosting a regional, unfortunately, has passed us by, but that's okay. Rocky told me the game got canceled. South Jones game got canceled yesterday. See, I knew something was off there. But the Southern Miss game is still regional is still in chance there. Looks like we have a very good chance at a Southern Miss regional. Southern Miss went to James Madison and swept over the past weekend, and their chances of hosting are very, very good. They take on a not very good Georgia Southern team beginning on Thursday. And then Ole Miss, they had a good weekend versus Texas A&M, I believe. They actually won 2 out of 3 against a very good Texas A&M team. Saturday just got a little out of hand, but that's all right. And they face tonight, actually, they face UT Martin there in Oxford, so you can always listen to that to hear. And then Alabama, they will take on Alabama this weekend in Tuscaloosa. Alabama's always been a very good team, so that you can always listen to that right here on the SuperTalk Network. Ole Miss, I believe, has just about lost their chances of hosting, but if you know me, you know I've never been the biggest Ole Miss fan, but I will tell you what, I am rooting hard for Ole Miss to get a regional. The main reason there is because I have really have no desire for them to come to Hattiesburg in a regional, and I have a very bad feeling that that's going to happen if they do not get a hosting. So I'm pulling for Ole Miss to get a hosting bid there so that they will not have to come to Hattiesburg because that's never fun. We always like to face off against good teams, but going up against a tough Ole Miss team is never fun. You want the easiest path you can once you get into the postseason. But then looking over at Mississippi State, they actually go to Texas A&M this weekend in College Station there. Very tough Texas A&M team. And keep in mind, too, that all the games this weekend are being played on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday format. The reason being is because Sunday is selection, or going into next Sunday, Selection Sunday. This weekend's going into conference tournament weekend. So you will start seeing conference tournaments starting, I believe, Tuesday. I know the Sun Belt conference tournament will begin on Tuesday of next week, which reminds me, the SuperTalk Eagle Hour will be on location in Montgomery at Riverwalk Stadium next week, beginning on Wednesday, actually. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Bob and Dima will set up there in Montgomery, Alabama to do the Sun Belt tournament as they do every year. We are looking forward to that, and I know it's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be having a good time over there. I know Bob's sacrificing for the company to go out to Montgomery to watch baseball for 3 days. I know that's really tough on him, but we thank him for his service to the company. So SEC baseball tournament also begins on Tuesday out in Hoover. So Ole Miss and State will be playing in that, competing for that SEC title. And, hey, look, just a couple of other things that I know are happening this week in the Eagle Hour realm. Eagle Hour actually has a couple of remotes this week. On tomorrow, they will actually be going on the road to Bank First right there on Highway 98 to get ready for the series this weekend versus Old Dominion. They're going to be handing out lots of rally towels, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And then Thursday, they're actually going to be over at Buffalo Wild Wings there in Hattiesburg for a great day, getting ready for the opening of that series versus Old Dominion. So it's going to be a lot of fun there. And then actually today, the guys at Sports Talk will be in our area. They're going to be over at Ag Up in Hattiesburg right there on Highway 49. Borky and Hey Dad will be over there celebrating some good big sales that they're doing over at Ag Up. So if you are in the Hattiesburg area or going that direction around 3 o'clock, you can go see Borky and the guys over there at Ag Up on 49 in Hattiesburg. Also, too, next week, so the Friday before Memorial Day, so next Friday, Middays with Gerard will be making their annual trip. We are excited for them to come to the Mississippi Armed Forces Museum there in Hattiesburg for a great day right there on the campus of Camp Shelby. A really, really cool facility, and Gerard will be there next Friday, the 22nd, to get ready for their events, some events that they are having there at Camp Shelby. Also, speaking of events, next Monday at our Veterans Museum, we're going to be having a Memorial Day event coming up. That's Monday on Memorial Day. We'll talk on more of that next week. But some things that are happening this weekend to remind you Cherished Hearts Advocacy Center, their Capes for Kids 5K and 1 mile fun run is coming up this weekend. That's at Mason Park. It's kind of the same route as the Day in the Park run. So that's this Saturday there at Day in the Park. You can join by scanning the QR code. We have a flyer here on our window, or you can go to Cherished Hearts there on Facebook, or shoot them an email if you go find Cherished Hearts, and they will get you signed up. A great organization. Also this Saturday, we have the Lottie's Truck, Car, and Jeep Show right there at the Laurel Jones County Library. A really fun day, a really exciting day with some really cool cars, and it's all going to benefit the library. As well as, another car show. That's next Saturday, that's this Saturday. That's already, wow, well, time goes fast. Well, the car show that was supposed to be this past Saturday in Stringer, it actually got postponed to this Saturday. So if you did not get a chance to go to the car show out in Stringer on Saturday, it got rained out. You'll still have that chance this Saturday, so go check them out as well. Hey, when we come back, we're going to be talking with the team over at Farm Systems in Laurel. So stick around. Good Morning Pine Belt. We'll be right back.
We're back to Good Morning Pine Belt. SuperTalk Laurel 99.3.
All right, Good Morning Pine Belt. We're back live here on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Coming to you as we always do from the McLaurin Carpet Studios. Well, good news is you're not going to have to listen to me ramble in this segment. We got some great guests here, and we'll get to them in just a second. But before we do that, I want to mention that this segment of Good Morning Pine Belt is brought to you by our friends over at Community Bank. Local bankers, local decisions, and plenty of convenient locations. You can go check out Community Bank today, right down the road here on Central Avenue, right there on Highway 15. You can go right there by Wards. You can go check them out. Josh, Eric, Nikki, the whole team over there will get you taken care of. They are great people, and they will always take care of you and treat you just like they treat their own family. All right, joining us now from probably my favorite store and now my wife's favorite store in Laurel, we have the team from Farm Systems, Brian and Anna. Well, thank y'all for coming in.
Thank you for having us, Ben.
Absolutely. Well, Anna, like I said, you have my wife had never really been in Farm Systems until a few months ago, and she told me after she came home, she's like, oh my gosh, this place is fantastic. They have everything.
They do. And we just wrapped up Mother's Day.
Yes.
So hopefully we made a lot of moms happy in Jones County, getting ready for graduation. So we got all kinds of gifts for the guys and the girls.
Yeah.
Really, just options are limitless there.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. And now as we're finally maybe starting to get some warm weather, I know y'all are getting your fishing gear out. I saw that.
We are. Restocking weekly, just about.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I know that y'all have everything, but what y'all have that y'all are really experts out, Anna has become an expert.
That's right.
Over the last year or so, is poultry equipment. And Brian, I know y'all have a really, really big day coming up on Friday, so tell us all about it.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick before we move away from the women's thing, I mean, that's kind of an idea we came up with. I mean, that's what we call our guilt shelf. I mean, the men come in, they buy their guns, they buy their ammo. They've got to carry something home to the wife, right? So that's what that's all about.
That's genius.
I mean, it's good marketing strategy that Anna came up with.
Yeah. That's why you keep Anna around.
That's right.
That's exactly right. She's been a blessing to Farm Systems for sure. Friday is Poultry Appreciation Day, and you know, a lot of people drive by there and they see the sign that says Farm Systems, and you know, that's what we want people to know is the farmers are what makes Farm Systems. We've been in the business of doing this for about 40 years now. We build and equip chicken houses, and you know, periodically we just like to stop and tell our farmers, hey, thanks. Yeah. We really appreciate the business. We really appreciate you trusting us to build your future, because that's what we do. I mean, we're helping farm families build a future. build a legacy for their family. And we just like to stop and say thanks every once in a while, and that's what Friday's going to be all about.
Yeah, so I know I'm looking here at the information on Friday. Y'all gonna have a lot going on. But before we kind of get into talking about what's going on, I know you mentioned it earlier. I think sometimes people forget how hard these chicken poultry farmers work. I mean, I had the let's call it fortunate summer to work one time in some chicken houses. With the former Sanderson Farms, and my gracious, I have a new appreciation for chicken.
Yeah, people see these big, pretty chicken houses, and they are cool. I mean, it's a great industry. We've been blessed to be in this industry for a number of years, and it is hard work. I mean, there's long hours, there's stressful times, there's animal health issues. I mean, there's a lot goes in. And these families are basing their entire income on that. They've put all the cards on the table. They pushed all their chips in, and that's what they're doing with their life. And they're feeding a hungry world, and that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's hard work that they're doing to accomplish that goal.
Absolutely, it is. Well, Anna, I know Friday is going to be a lot of fun. Tell us, if there's poultry farmers listening, or if they've got poultry farmers in their family and they want to stop by and see it, what's Friday going to look like?
So really, this is our first ever poultry appreciation that we've ever had. We've had a customer appreciation, and we enjoy all of our customers, but our core business is the poultry.
Right.
So we're going to be serving pulled pork sandwiches, chips, drinks. Got some Shugs cookie that's going to be there.
Nice.
Serving that from 11 to 2. We have plenty to go around for everybody. Also offering 5% off of cooling for anything that's going inside the chicken house.
Yeah.
We're doing fans, belts, pulleys,
fan
cool
blades.
Cells. Yes, cool cell pumps, cool cell pads, which is a huge thing that farmers have to have. They're huge, gigantic, and it's a big investment for all of our farmers to keep these houses cool. We've even done a little bit of add some fixturing. We've changed up the poultry department a little bit to give it a little bit of ease of shopping. Doing a gun giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
We are.
Everybody loves that.
Lots of giveaways. We're going to give away a gun. Each poultry purchase will put you in the drawing for that. We're going to have gift cards. We've got a Milwaukee drill pack that one of our vendors has donated to us. And then some farmer is going to be fortunate enough to win a free house of Chore Time drinkers.
This is a huge
Come on, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. That's a large chunk of money. Free drinkers, free installation on those drinkers, and somebody's going to walk away with that after Friday. And we're very, very happy to be able to pay our farmers back with this opportunity.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's like I said, when I was working in that, I know that was one thing that every single chicken farmer relies on is that drinking system. So that's a big deal. Well, I don't even have chicken farms, but I may come just buy a piece of small equipment to get in there for the gun.
That, right?
I got to get in on the gun, right?
You can still come and eat lunch, though.
I can, and I probably will. You know, there's a saying in radio, if it's free, it's for me. So
that's right.
I'm all for it.
Let me give a little shout out. That'll be Swamp Shack Barbecue. They're good friends of mine from Ellisville. We try to support our local businesses. Anna mentioned Shugs. We're super thankful for the way the community responds to our business and the way they come out and support us. So we try to do the same thing. So Swamp Shack barbecue sandwiches, Shugs cookie, and door prizes. How much better than that does it get?
You can't beat Swamp Shack. You really can't. Well, Brian, talk a minute about, I think sometimes people see those big farms and everything, and they're like, oh, well, those just go up really quick. What's that process look like from start to finish if somebody's getting into that industry? It's
a pretty good process. Obviously, first thing you got to do is get an integrator to give you a contract for these poultry houses. So that's number one. And then, without bogging you down for a terribly long time, once you get that contract, then there's financial approval that you have to get from the banks because you're talking about large sums of money.
Yeah.
There's government permitting for the land, for the land that you're disturbing. And then once all that happens, then there's dirt work and site preparation, and we have to come in and build the houses. We have to come in and put the equipment in the houses and get them ready for chickens. So, you're talking about, 6-8 months, maybe even a year sometimes from start to completion of the entire process. But man, what a lifetime it provides for these chicken farmers. They're able to be home. They do have to work hard. They're able to spend time with their families. They can be at the ball games and do all this type stuff. while helping feed that hungry world I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. There's really no vacation time for
A chicken farmer don't get time off.
No, they don't. I've got some people I know that are in that right now. But y'all start from once the dirt work is done pretty much. Y'all do it start from finish, right?
Yeah, we do a turnkey deal. From the time the dirt's finished, we build the building, we put the equipment in them, we get them set up and ready for chickens, and then, hopefully build a long-term relationship with these folks that's again what we're wanting to say thank you for.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Anna, I know we got a minute or so left. Anything else that we missed that's maybe going on Friday, or anything else that's going on in the next couple of weeks?
Well, we always have other things going on throughout the store, so we'll have some clothes on sale, some boots on sale, different things like that. So when the farmer comes in, whatever he needs in poultry, he can go and grab throughout the store.
Yeah, he can go to the gilt shelf and buy something for his
and
wife.
Get something for her too.
Yeah, after he buys his
all of his fan blades.
Yeah, all of his fan blades. He can also get his wife a really nice candle.
That's right.
And I know y'all's firearm section is really nice as well.
But really just want everybody just to come by just to say thank you. Because without them and all of our farmers that come in, they work so hard, and this is just the smallest way that we can say thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day over at Farm System this Friday. And Brian, I'm glad that you finally got a chance to come in. I know you've skipped out on Anna.
That's right.
last couple
I'm not sure if it's skipping out or I'm being left out. It's one of the two. I'm not sure which.
There was that one time he bailed on me.
He did. But next time we're just going to make him do it by himself.
That's right.
So.
She keeps threatening that, but I don't think I can. I've got to have somebody to bounce off of.
That's right. All right. Well, Brian, remind us real quick as we go into the break of the date, time, location, and what all is going to be happening on Friday.
That'll be May 15th, 2026. We're going to be there all day, 7:30 to 5:30. Lunch will be served from 11 till 2. Again, we're giving a free house of chore time drinkers away to a lucky farmer. We'll be giving a gun away. We've got many other door prizes. And again, we just want people to come in, have a good time, and allow us to say thank you for all that you do for this company.
Now, real quick, is the discount good all day or just?
Yes,
okay.
That 5% is good all day.
There you go.
It's just we just have that window to where we're planning on serving lunch, but we'll be serving the lunch until it gets gone.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, it's Brian and Anna with Farm Systems right there on Highway 84. Go check it out. Even if you're not a poultry farmer, go check it out this Friday. Go say thank you. Because like they said, you wouldn't be enjoying that delicious chicken that's probably sitting on your lunch and dinner plate every night. So go thank them this Friday, even if that's all you do is go thank them. Brian, Anna, thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for what y'all are doing out there.
Thanks for having us.
Have a great day.
Absolutely. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking with Dr. Paul Felder from Aspire Dental right here in Laurel. Stick around. Good Morning Pine Belt. We'll be right back.
This is Good Morning Pine Belt on SuperTalk Laurel 99.3.
All right, Good Morning Pine Belt. Back here, live in the McLaurin Carpet Studios. Coming to you, as always, from the historic downtown Laurel, Mississippi. Before we bring in our next guest, I do want to mention and remind you that this segment of Good Morning Pine Belt is brought to you by our friends over at Community Bank. Local bankers, local decisions, and plenty of convenient locations. You can go check out Community Bank today for all of your banking needs, including one just down the block here on Central Avenue. Beautiful new, I say new, it's like a year old, location right here. Eric, Nikki, the whole team, they'll get you taken care of. So go check out Community Bank today. It's communitybank.net. All right, joining us now is a man that I've gotten to know over the last several months. Local dentist here in Laurel. We have Dr. Paul Felder joining us this morning. Dr. Felder, thanks for coming on.
Hey, Ben, good to see you. My pleasure, my friend.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Felder, before we kind of get into what y'all are doing over there at Aspire Dental and kind of the different way that y'all are doing things, because it really is different, and we'll really get into that in just a minute. Wanted to ask you, I mean, I know you have been in dentistry now for quite a while, but what made you go into dentistry? Because not too many people be like, hey, I want to work in teeth.
Yeah, I get that question often, Ben. Well, let me tell you this. I'm telling my age a bit here, but when I was a kid, I started off with my career planning, and I remember being, I don't know, 6, 7 years old and watching the garbage trucks drive down the road.
Right.
And the garbage men looked really happy.
Yeah.
And they were, they'd jump off the truck and they got to hold on to the handle.
Coolest thing
ever. And they'd get off and they'd dump the garbage in the truck and they'd jump back on. I mean, I'd even leave them a sandwich and water.
Yeah.
They were cool guys. And so, about age 7 or 8, I suppose, my first career goal was to be a garbage man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not too many. There's a lot of 6 and 7, 5 and 6 year olds that want to be a garbage man.
Yeah, I realized that we sort of had a club. But,
Yeah.
And then about the same period of time, the Apollo was happening. And
Okay.
And we were going to the moon, and there was Tang. Remember Tang?
Yeah.
Bars? And we had little astronaut bars, like they had nutrient bars. And so my next career goal was to become an astronaut.
Okay, a little bit of a career choice change.
Yeah, just a little course alteration.
Yeah.
So, so then I later in life became a dentist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite garbage man, astronaut, dentist.
Right. I mean, it's obvious, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
It makes sense.
It
doesn't
adds up.
I mean, sure. I mean,
absolutely.
what else would I be?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, now you're a dentist, and you have been for how many years now?
38.
38 years.
Yeah.
38 years you've been a dentist. So you've seen lots of changes and lots of different things over the last 38 years. And look, I'll tell you, I got to experience that firsthand. Just a week or so ago, I got to go into your office and kind of experience your new patient oral examination. And it was really, really different and really cool. And the technology that y'all use, I tell you, I don't know the name of it, so I'm going to call it cool wand thing.
That's fine.
The cool wand thing.
The cool wand is perfectly fine.
It was they put it in there, and some 3D scans started coming up. I was like, that's my teeth.
Yeah, that cool 3D wand thing is a iTero scanner. They've been around a while. I bought the newest, best one they have.
Yeah.
And it is thebomb.com. And it's what it's doing while they're in the mouth with the wand thing is it's taking thousands and thousands of photographs of your teeth, and then it processes, and then you have this ultra HD image 3D of your teeth. And we can make it big, we can make it small, we can rotate left, right, inside, outside. It's crazy. I don't even need to look in your mouth.
Do you really don't?
No, and I don't anymore because when I do that, because I can see better on this than I can see with a mirror that's fogging up.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just one of the many things that y'all do that are different. Tell us real quick a few of the things that y'all do that are different, because I mean you're a dentist. You do regular dentist things, but you do things different.
Well, I'm a stickler for detail.
Yes.
And I really don't want to be a tooth fixer.
Right.
I'm a trained professional. I take so much CE. I'm a nerd. I love CE. I love to learn. I think if you don't learn something new every day, something's wrong.
Right.
Because I probably forget something every day, too.
Yes. I forget several things.
Yeah, well, me too. Where are my keys? Where's my phone?
Yeah.
My girls know to look. They just walk around handing me stuff, I got a Ridge wallet recently, and I love it because it's got a tracker in it. You could call my wallet.
Yeah.
I'm pitiful. But anyway, the technology is amazing. Of course, we use the digital X-rays, which are pretty great too. Also, I have a cone beam machine. I didn't do that on you.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
We get a 3D skull.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, should have gotten that on you. Next time. Sure. And then a lot of it is I just go old school.
Yeah.
I go back to my training.
Okay.
I think, myself included, you're up against the clock.
Yeah.
And it's like, hurry up, let's go. Mm-hmm. Volume. Okay. So I made up my mind a few years ago, volume's not such an important thing. How about quality?
I like that. Quality over quantity.
Yes, sir. And what I did with you, okay. But first of all, we had to pretend I didn't know the guy. Right? Ben, I don't know you. He's like, I got it. So I came in, introduced myself, and started to talk. Why are you here? Just to get a checkup. Okay. And I did this. I did oral cancer screening.
Yep. Never had that before.
Nope. You've probably not. I asked about and felt your TMJs, your joints.
Yep.
We talked about snoring.
Yep.
I looked at your airway. Told you your airway looked good. We talked about bruxing habits possibly.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't detect any. And then we just kept going, checking all the boxes off before we looked in your mouth.
Yeah, it was really incredible. I'll tell you, one thing that was really cool for me is we had talked kind of beforehand, and I just kind of recently been for dental checkup and everything, and got in there, and you did your 3D scan, and you found some things that I had not seen in previous dental scans, and shed some really. I thought I was going in there just to kind of experience it and see what you did, which it was really cool. Never had the cancer screening, thought that was really cool. But the way you did the 3D scan and looked at it, and you said, hey, here, look for yourself. You can see what I'm talking about. And there it was.
Yeah, and proof is in the pudding.
It is.
And, when I can enlarge your tooth that is a foot wide, it kind of helps you see
it. It does, yeah.
And then rotate it around. And, a lot of times I think, okay, I could hand you a mirror and say, hey, look in your mouth with this mirror. Or I could show you x-rays.
Right.
And you go, I don't
know what I'm looking at.
Okay, fine. I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't read lung x-rays.
Yeah.
I'm real good at dental x-rays.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know what? I hate that we call them x-rays.
Yeah.
Antiquated. They're not really. They're radiographs. Okay, whatever, but nerd here. But anyway, so back to where we're doing this. The more you look, the more you find, and I feel like I'm doing you a service when I find things that you don't even know you have.
Absolutely, and you absolutely did. And I'll tell you, it was really eye opening for me. We're going to talk in a lot more detail off air later, but it was really eye opening. So I really think that that's different. And I'll tell you, too, one thing that I love about what y'all are doing over there, too, is your staff is great. You have a great staff.
I do. They are my little angels. They take good care of me, and they are sweet as they can be to my patients. High-tech, nice, family-type people. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and I like what you said there. You're not just trying to be a tooth fixer. You're a dental health professional.
That's correct. And we have a practice philosophy that says we treat people, not just their teeth.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, one more big thing.
Yeah.
Don't forget on that exam, I've seen these things on your teeth that called wear facets.
Oh, yeah, you did. You saw that, and I've never seen that before.
So I told you were having occlusal, that's why your teeth didn't come together, problems.
Yeah.
And you see these wear facets. It's
I
like
saw.
rubbing rocks together.
Yeah.
And I told you that some of your teeth had way prematurely aged.
Yes. Very much so. Much so.
Then we did this other cool thing. I showed you the occlusogram.
Yep.
That looks like a weather chart, with all the colors. And you diagnosed yourself. I said, Ben, where you see the red dots, that's where things are touching.
Yep.
And you said, okay. And I said, what's on this side? What do you see? Red dots.
Right.
And what did you see on the other side? No red dots.
No red dots. Where they're supposed to be touching.
Yeah. And so I was like, there's your bite problem.
Yep.
So what I tell you that you need to think about doing.
Invisalign.
That's right.
Yep.
Because it's either pay me now or pay me later.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Because you're going to destroy your teeth
if
you don't get that bite problem corrected. And Invisalign is not just about getting my teeth straight and pretty.
Right.
Fine, right? It's about correcting a problem before you have to spend more money down the road.
Yep.
Right? The saying, a stitch in time saves 9.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, Dr. Felder, we have run up against this break. We're running up against this break, but I'm going to keep you over for one more segment. I want to talk a little bit more about some of the different practices that y'all have, what y'all are doing, how people can get in touch with you over there to get into those practices. So we're going to continue our conversation with Dr. Paul Felder here on the other side of the break. But I'm going to remind you again, where as always, we're coming to you right here in the McLaurin Carpet Studios. You can go check out McLaurinCarpets.com, see all the beautiful work that they have to offer, because it really is beautiful work, some of the tile work and everything that they do. So we'll be right back, continuing our conversation with Dr. Paul Felder of Aspire Dental. Stick around. Good morning, Pine Belt. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Pine Belt. SuperTalk Laurel 99.3.
All right, good morning, Pine Belt. We're back. Final segment here from the McLaurin Carpet Studios. Continuing our conversation with Dr. Paul Felder. Before we do that, I want to mention that this segment, as always, is brought to you by, you guessed it, our good pal Rocky and the team over there at K-Rocks in Ellisville, right there off of Highway 11, across from the train tracks at Jones. You can go check them out. Grab you a chick on a stick. Grab you a good snow cone from Crazy Cones to wash it all down when you're done. So go check them out today. K-Rocks, and you can, if you want to look at the menu, you can go to krocksfoods.com and go check it out. All right there on the menu. Go check them out today. All right, we're continuing our conversation with Dr. Paul Felder of Aspire Dental, just down Audubon Drive, just past Highland Church there on 7th Avenue here in Laurel. And Dr. Felder, as we were going into the break, we talked a lot about the different ways that you kind of practice dental work there at Aspire Dental, and the technology that you use. And I wanted to get into a little bit of kind of why dental health is so important. A lot of times as adults, we think that, you take your kids to the dentist and that's really about it. And then maybe I'll go to the dentist if my tooth hurts, or maybe I'll go if I chip the tooth or something like that. But we were talking a little bit off air. Dental health is a lot more important than people think.
Oh, absolutely. There's a new trend now that medicine and dentistry are fusing.
Yeah.
It's sort of a holistic approach to the human body.
Right.
And the oral cavity is actually the gateway to your health.
It makes sense.
You chew,
Yeah.
you swallow,
Yeah.
you have bacteria in your mouth. This is really interesting, Ben.
Okay.
Periodontal disease is a living thing in this country, gum disease. And it's a staggering amount of people have this. They don't know
Okay.
until it's diagnosed.
Yeah.
And you might know when it's highly advanced and your teeth start to jiggle around
Yeah.
and fall out.
Right.
But if we catch it early, we can put it in remission.
Okay.
But never cure periodontal disease. It's like cancer. We can get it in remission, but it's going to come back.
Yeah. Never truly goes away.
No, it's just it will come back. However, I do want to point this out. Another disease that is prevalent in Mississippi, especially, is diabetes.
Yep.
And if you have periodontal disease, your diabetes gets worse.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my.
And if you have diabetes, guess what else gets worse?
What's that?
Your periodontal disease.
There you go.
Come on now.
So how are they connected?
It's complicated. We don't have time.
Okay.
But they are connected.
Okay.
It's a lot of it is to do with the immune system.
Okay, makes sense.
Diabetic people
Yeah.
often end up losing toes because
Okay.
they don't heal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you mentioned gum disease, and I know that obviously a lot of times people don't catch it until it's far too gone. Obviously, a great way to do that is a regular checkup.
Absolutely. And if you have to go a minimum of twice. We have patients that have to come see us every 3 months.
Yeah.
That's the periodontal patients.
Right.
And, you know, we try to get them on board and explain. I love to teach my patients why we're doing this. If I just tell you we're going to do it, it flies in, you know, you don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And a lot of times, I mean, people like me too, I'm like, hey, you're the doctor. I mean, I trust you, but I it's because I'm so conditioned to that. Nobody teaching me, but
yeah, well, I'm that kind of guy. I want to understand why this is happening. Why is this necessary?
Yeah.
And then once I understand that it is, I'm on board. And I try really hard to do that with my patients. You know, I don't look at a mouth sitting in my chair calculating how much money I could make.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I look at a person in my chair and I'm thinking, what problems can I find that you don't know you have that I can help you with?
Right. Yeah.
And, you know, we talked about, excuse me, quality over quantity. Back to periodontal disease, one more thing. The same nasty little bacteria that are in your gums from periodontal disease, and there are some crazy names I can't even pronounce. They're too hard to say. But that's the same bacteria that attack your heart when you have heart disease.
Oh, dang.
The same bacteria.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very much connected.
So, yeah, if you have periodontal disease untreated, undiagnosed, you're making your heart sick.
Dang. Well, there it is. Well, Dr. Felder, we're just running up against the break here. We could talk for hours on end, but if somebody's listening and they want to experience the different way that you do dentistry, or if they want to just learn more about some of the things that y'all do, or schedule an exam to figure out if they have some of these, how do they do that?
Well, we have different ways. You can just call the office. Pardon me. The phone number to the office is 601-651-6790. We have a website, Aspire Dental Laurel, so you will have two L's together, AspireDentalLaurel.com. We also have a Facebook page, Aspire Dental.
There you go. Well, Dr. Felder, I really appreciate you coming in. This is I really can't say how much I'm telling you, go check him out, because it's the way he does it is different and it's great, and you're going to learn something that you probably didn't know, like I did, about your teeth. Dr. Felder, appreciate you coming in, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
We will, my friend. We will.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that does it for Good Morning Pine Belt. We will talk to you again next time, but until then, and as always, keep your dial right here on SuperTalk Laurel 99.3.